Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Tuesday, March 2nd, 2021. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. Man, this one hits to the heart of us all, I think. Last night we learned that Carlester buckwheat walking man Smith passed away. While we've not seen him in the streets of Annapolis lately, for decades he was a fixture all over town, walking and waving his trash bags and picking up trash. Most of the local businesses were always glad to pay him to keep their parking lots tidy. You don't need to go very far to see how much the town loved Carlester. There's a mural that was painted this summer to honor him on the side of Pinky's liquor store. David Hartkorn took an iconic photo of the man, and that photo actually was used for one-of-a-kind piece of art by Jimmy Haha and Jeff Huntington in a collaboration. For the past several years, his health has been failing, and the community actually got together for a fundraiser last spring to help his family take care of him. I really hope that the city decides to do something to honor this man who really represented the true soul of Annapolis. To Carlester, to Happy, to Buckwheat, to the Bagman, to the Walking Man, or to whatever other nicknames you may have had, thank you from a grateful town, and rest in peace, my friend. Last night, the Naval Academy moved nearly 100 shipmen who are recovering from COVID to the Hilton Garden Inn on West Street to separate them from the rest of the brigade. They are being housed 2 per room and are not allowed out except for escorted wellness trips. This is the latest step as the Academy tries to get a handle on a bunch of COVID cases on the yard. For the next 9 days, they are on restriction of movement, which essentially means they are in their dorms, virtual classes, meals will be delivered to them, and COVID protocols are in place. All sports have been suspended with the exception of the men's and women's varsity basketball. The men are able to move forward with the playoffs as they have been in a bubble, but the women cannot continue to their playoffs because of a positive test prior to being isolated. And, as a reminder, the yard or the campus is closed to visitors. Well, that COVID news is bad news. How about some good COVID news for a change? On the heels of the approval of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, Governor Larry Hogan announced that Maryland will be getting nearly 50,000 of those doses this week, and all of them will be deployed this week. Remember, the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is a single-shot dose that does not require that crazy refrigeration. This means that the crunch to get vaccinated will start to abate, but there are still so many people to go, so patience truly is a virtue here. If you are looking for places that may have vaccine appointments, I found that Twitter is a good place to search. I'm not in a category that can get them at this point, but if you go onto Twitter, there are a bunch of people that are tweeting about places that do have open appointments available. Homestead Gardens is not waiting until the official start of spring to kick things off. You want to check out eyeonannapolis.net for a listing of all the classes and events they have going on this month. Many are free and most of them are online. Of course, they're going to be ready with spring bulbs, lilies, shrubs, and more at both locations, and I understand they're going to be bringing back the chicks around March 22nd. We have all that on Eye on Annapolis, or of course you can go to homesteadgardens.com as well. And finally, as your kids start to head back to school, here's something that you probably did not think about. A good friend of mine texted me yesterday saying, "Crap, my kid has no clothes for school. She has spent the last year in shorts, leggings, and sweatpants and has grown 6 inches taller." Something I never really would have considered, so now you know, and thanks to Sean for that tip. Just a reminder, when you do hear a podcast you enjoyed, this one, maybe the Annapolis podcast with Scott McMullen, the Duck Pin with Brian Griffiths, the Loud Women's Club, the Conduit Street podcast, throw us and them a bone by sharing it with your friends. It's usually pretty easy with a press or 2 of a button, but it really does help spread the word. But as always, thank you for listening, and if you are somewhere where you can leave a rating or a review, please do, because that really helps us out as well. A quick thank you to our sponsors for this daily news brief, Solar Energy Services up in Millersville, and to the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company. And like every other day, George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here with your locally forecast weather report. All that gets underway in just 1 minute. after we hear from Rick Peters from Solar Energy Services.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Are you kicking yourself for not installing solar in 2020, missing out on that sweet 26% federal income tax credit? Not to worry, because legislation passed at the very end of 2020 extended the 26% tax credit, which means consumers like you can act now to get that credit and have your new solar system up and running before springtime when solar generation moves into peak season. Plus, in addition to the feds, several state and county incentives help to make the solar investment an even bigger no-brainer. Don't have the cash? We've got you covered with competitive financing that is more than offset by the energy savings. Bottom line, Uncle Sam wants you to install solar, and so does the state of Maryland. And you're going to love the savings, so what are you waiting for? Sunshine's at Wasted. Contact us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DC MDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Tuesday, March 2nd. More rain for the Annapolis region yesterday, but precip will be a thing of the past for the next several days, starting today and lasting through the weekend as high pressure moves back into the region, bringing dry skies and tons of sunshine. Look for sunny skies today, though it will still be cold out with PM highs only in the 40 to 45 degree range, along with breezy winds gusting over 25 miles per hour at times. But then it gets better from there with lighter winds and warmer temps Wednesday, with sunny highs in the low to mid-50s, ahead of more sunshine and lighter winds Thursday with temps near 50, before sunshine and 40s each day Friday through the weekend, with the early expectation for the first part of next week being more of the same, as we're now only 12 days away from the return of daylight saving time on Sunday, the 14th of March. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DC MDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching DC MDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores. And also be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and use our website each day by visiting DCMDVAweather.com, so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
Going through a real estate home sale or purchase is a very personal and sometimes stressful experience. Hi, I'm Kristi Neidhardt. My team and I are committed to working with people both buying and selling homes in all price points. Whether it's giving you a competitive edge while buying a home or negotiating the best price and terms while selling your home, we always have our clients' best interest at heart. Our goal is to provide exceptional service so that you will recommend us to your friends and family over and over again. Serving people is a passion of mine, and it's what my team does best. That's the Neidhardt difference.
That's another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.
What are we going to do about Mom?
What kind of care does Dad need?
How much will it cost?
Who will take care of them?
These are the tough questions that come with aging parents. Bay Village Assisted Living and Memory Care can help. We have the experience and the resources to help you find those answers. To help you gain peace of mind, we can answer the when, the where, the how, and everything in between. Give us a call or stop by for confidential, free assistance. We're here for those conversations, and maybe it's time you were too. Bay Village Assisted Living and Memory Care, a new community designed with Annapolis in mind. Visit our Sales and Information Center at 947 Bay Ridge Road or online at bayvillageassistedliving.com. We know these are hard conversations, and we're here to help when you need us.